Hello, I'm MOBS and welcome back to the video. So let's talk about the Nintendo Switch version of Minecraft. This is an often forgotten version of the game because it is being replaced soon, but it does have a very important exclusive feature in the form of the Super Mario Mashup Pack. This changes everything to be a little bit Mario. It's officially licensed by Nintendo and it's absolutely free to download, so it's a really good deal, etc. But the thing about this version of the game is this Mashup Pack is it actually therefore changes with every update, because there's been two Nintendo Switch updates since then, and Wii U updates I guess too, that have changed not only just the mobs that come with this update, but also stuff like, oh yeah, there's going to be 16 colors of bed, there's the observer block, there's 6 brand new mobs I think, plus 5 variants of the parrot, again, you got all these different types of mobs, and then you've got 16 variants of llama, 16 variants of glazed terracotta, 16 variants of concrete, and I figured we just had to go through and check them all out in the Super Mario Mashup Pack, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. Hopefully you all do enjoy the video. You can like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like this exploration into Nintendo's, like brand new updates to this Mashup Pack, but let's get straight into it now, shall we? Here we are in the Super Mario Mashup Pack, and as you can see, our slightly wooden Mario has started looking fully like Mario, or he's a bit yellower now, but whatever, things have changed. This is the Super Mario Mashup Pack. Everything's a little bit Mario, including, if we look at the existing mobs, you get some really cool ones, like zombies, for instance, are actually, zombies are Koopa Troopers, and the chickens are Goombas, for instance, just to name a few examples, and everything has this very Mario aesthetic to it. So just show you these ones right here, as you can see, Koopa Troopers, and as you can see, it's Goombas. It's amazing stuff. This is why people love this Mashup Pack, and that's why so many people have asked to see this, and that's why we're going to go ahead and check out the first brand new set of mobs, which is, oh, that's really, really loud. In fact, all of the parrots are mocking all of the ones around them, which is kind of funny, but it is a little bit loud here. But as you can see, we got some zombies, and the zombie horse, and as you can see, the zombie horse doesn't seem to bear any resemblance to the Koopa Trooper, so it looks like the zombie horse, the zombie are distinct. This one's just a green horse with a weird marking on its head. Doesn't seem to be too related to the Mario series, because I'm pretty sure there's no zombie horses there, but the skeleton horse, interestingly, I guess because it's actually a part of gameplay, does have its own little, does actually have a reference to the thing, which it looks like it is a dry bones, if I'm not mistaken is the name for it. So we've got a dry bones horse now in the game. This one is officially rideable and tameable and stuff like that, so that's pretty interesting. Then we've got the llama over here, which as you can see, again, it looks more like a deer to me. I don't believe there is a deer in the Mario series, but regardless of what it actually is or not, it doesn't seem like it's some grand reference or anything like that. It's just a llama that's got some slight style changes to it. I really do like this design though, regardless. So llamas have had a pretty big improvement. But then we've got the parrot. So parrots, 5 colors: gray, blue, green, and then this super tropical one. And as you can see, the colors have changed very slightly on all of them, and they've all got very cartoony eyes. But this could just be a regular parrot from the cartoon texture pack. In fact, I imagine it's pretty similar to the cartoon texture pack parrot. So yeah, there's not too much of a big deal here. Again, these aren't like Super Mario parrots or anything. Even though I believe there are birds in those games, they're not references to any of those birds, as best I can tell. Again, I hope I'm not horribly wrong with this sort of stuff. Every now and then someone's like, oh no, this was from that game that you just didn't play till you get, and my apologies if it is. So yeah, then we've got the 16 colors of bed, and as you can see, again, 16 colors of bed all have the same general pattern to them, but they've got the interesting kind of change to them, which no other texture pack had, as far as I can tell, where the basic pattern, of like having stars and a thing on them, the color, pattern to all of them does seem to change. So they're not, the beds are all yellow. It's the thing on top of them that seems to have the slight difference to it, which means, as you can see, this one looks very distinct from this one, and this means that the yellow bed, because that hasn't changed at all, is just this very, very luxurious thing. But personally, I think this is a really great way to do the colored beds. Again, I don't know why beds need to be yellow in the Super Mario Mashup Pack. Haven't, quite got the hang of that one, but it does mean that you can have different colored covers, and you can have some pretty wacky looking ones. Again, if you go with like colors that blend well with yellow, such as purple, such as blue, and maybe even green, these colors actually work. Black's a really good one too. These actually make some really good looking beds, but in general, these aren't too exciting, and they're especially not Mario. Again, these diamonds, they mean nothing for Mario, and the bed isn't a reference to any Mario game. Again, I don't think there are yellow Mario beds there. Maybe it's like Super Mario Maker-y color. That's the closest thing I get to that. So then we've got the observer block, which as you can see, this does look like a block from a Mario game. Again, it's got those little eyes on the back, which I'm not sure what exactly that means, but again, I can recognize this from a Mario game, so I guess that's kind of cool actually. And as you can see, brand new block in the game. One of the coolest blocks in the default texture pack. It's not so cool here, but it is like, it's very clear what it does, and I guess it makes redstone quite easy in this Mashup Pack too. And then finally, we've got the 2 brand new, hostile mobs. We've got the Illagers. So as you can see, one of these is a Evoker, and one of them is a Vindicator. If I had to guess, this is your magic one, this is your regular attacking one. Again, they're both Koopa, I guess they're red Koopas, or paratroopers, or whatever they're called. The red dudes with the shells. If I'm not mistaken, sorry, this dude is the red of the shell. This is I forget the exact name of again, I'm terrible with the names of all, like, the Koopa Kids and various related stuff, because, again, the names aren't really in the game, you work them out later. But my bad on that one. Again, you can all recognize who this is. It's a very recognizable Mario character, and, yeah, I guess that's kind of cool, actually. It makes the Woodland Mansion a really exciting new structure. Unlike all of these mobs, where it's, like, you know, vague at best, these are direct mobs from Mario, which is pretty cool to see in this game. So then we've also got the Vex, which, as you can see, is a miniature Koopa with a shovel, it looks like. Wait, what is he holding? Is that just a sword, or...? Oh, it looks like he's holding an axe instead of a sword. It looks like, yeah, he's got a vaguely Koopa look to him, but he's a miniature Koopa flying. So that's like, you know, that's like officially Mario canon now. That's how that works, right? And yeah, that kind of sums up the first set of blocks. Then we've got 32 brand new blocks and 16 brand new llamas. So let's just show you the brand new, glazed terracotta. I always forget its name. As you can see, they didn't do anything crazy. They didn't mix up any of this. As best I can tell, they've made some very slight style changes. This isn't the exact color. This isn't as vibrant as it was. And, you know, you can see they've made some subtle changes to it, which is interesting, I guess. But again, that's as far as like what's going on here, it's pretty much exactly the same, you know, than it was exactly before. So I guess that's a thing that you can look forward to. And also, even stuff like the creeper faces, still there. It's not a Mario reference. But the concrete does seem to be a big change, because concrete is known in every other texture pack for being this very solid, stable block. If we take light blue concrete and we build of it, for instance, we're going to have just a solid blue plane. But in this texture pack, it looks like they put the egg texture on it, or it looks like an egg. I'm pretty sure. Again, this matches something from Super Mario Sunshine, so maybe it's from there, maybe it's something else as well. But the thing is if you look at them, you can actually see it's got this like egg thing on it, which makes it not so stable. Again, you have to get a real way back, like maybe all the far back here, and before it really kind of blends in properly. And that's interesting to say the least that they went for this. It doesn't look like, in case you're curious, like you can't reverse that pattern. That pattern is always the case. You can't like, you know, have it sometimes be there. So it's always going to blend in like across, but still, very bizarre choice in texture. I think it's better for flooring that way maybe, but you know, you can make your own decisions. I don't actually like the concrete in this too much. I think it's good and it's Mario-y, I guess, but it's not my thing. So we've got like kind of average stuff here and then average stuff there. What about the 16 colors of llamas? That's right, what we're really all here for. So the llamas themselves look pretty adorable, as you can see, but it looks like the 16 colors of thing on them haven't actually, you know, got too much variation to them, like blue, black, light blue, cyan. They're all the exact same pattern, just in a different color. And this means that they actually have less variety than the default ones, with one exception, which seems to be the light gray for some reason, and that looks like it might be even a big glitch. But yeah, the light grey carpet gives you this weird, you know, it looks like the transparent effect you get sometimes. That, you know, that looks kind of weird and stuff. But if we look at every other texture, they're all exactly the same. Is this one the same too, or am I making it up? Yeah, we got 15 exactly the same textures, then one light grey texture, which is even less variety than by default. And I guess, you know, maybe if you didn't like the variety, that's good, but I liked it a lot. And that means we don't have a Bandit Llama. I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't have one. I'm going to quickly check around. The Bandit Llama that we're meant to have isn't here either. And it means that, yeah, the llamas took a downgrade in this texture pack. So, yeah, what's the conclusion as far as brand new... Oh, in case you're curious, by the way, concrete powder. It's just, you know, the same as concrete, but it's got less... It doesn't have the same effect. So, like, concrete powder is arguably better than concrete in this one. It's weird, but no, I'm staying on my point, though. This is the brand new texture pack. As you can see, it's pretty interesting, all the brand new blocks they brought in. I think that in general, if I had to just kind of say, I would say I don't like them too much. I think there's like, again, I think Woodland Mansions are a really cool thing because they've got 3 brand new great mobs, whereas everything else, and also Redstone, it's clearer, but not necessarily better. Everything else, though, it's like, I don't think it's too great. I don't think this is like too exciting and worth checking out. But I guess I'll have to take your opinions down below about what you think about that. Is this an exciting brand new upgrade or is it not? And either way, I very much appreciate a like on the video because it helps out the channel a lot and, you know, lets me make videos that don't just have the most positive outcome like this one. Because again, this is a weird one. If I had to guess why, by the way, if you don't know, every single time they update a texture pack from a license holder, they have to get a license for everything they use. Maybe they just didn't have the best ideas for like, or maybe they didn't get permission for what they wanted to do with the parrots, or they didn't get permission for what they wanted to do with the concrete, or maybe they, you know, they just figured like, you know, let's not go too Mario on this stuff, let's make it blend in. I'm just not sure, but I'm not in love with too much of it. You know, maybe, wait, okay, here's the real problem. The Mario series needs to put llamas in the game so that that Minecraft can take the llamas and make them great again. So there, boom, suggestion from Mario Odyssey, in fact, from this video. Put llamas in that game. Anyway, that said, hope you did all enjoy this video. That's a sign I'm talking too fast. Like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like these sorts of videos. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. And if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. And, oh, bell me, because it's good for you. 10 out of 10 doctors recommend betting IBX Sleek, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.